Hey, are you thinking about buying the Authority site system? In my Authority Hacker review, I'm going to reveal the nasty little complaints that they don't want you to know. Hey, let me introduce myself. My name is Eddie with a Y. Yes, the spelling is that serious. And I run a website called workathomenoScams.com. And I also run this YouTube channel, both of which are designed to help you make money online and avoid scams. I want you to be one of the first people to receive these new opportunities. To do that, go ahead and click on that subscribe button and bell notification. And hey, if you're interested in making passive income like you've seen I've made here over the last couple of months, go ahead and just click on the link down below this video. We'll walk you through the system that's helped me make passive income like this. It takes a little bit of work, but anyone can learn how to do this, and I'd be happy to show it to you. So be sure to click on that link down below. In this Authority Hacker review, I'm gonna dive into the good and bad about this particular website, because I'm sure you've run into a lot of reviews where they just have positive feedback about it and they don't really give you the real deal about the bad things. But I'm actually gonna give you the good and the bad, because I actually have access to the product, so I've kind of used it, and I can tell you what you can expect and what you can't expect. At this point, if you're watching this video, you probably know what Authority Hacker is. If not, I'll kind of walk you through it. It teaches you how to create websites that make you passive income, kind of like you see what I've done here with my own websites, applying pretty much the same principles. With Authority Hacker, the focus is teaching you how to build a website, how to add content to it, and how to work with companies that will pay you for referring people to them. And that's just known as affiliate marketing, which is just a fancy word for that, okay? So they provide you all the step-by-step ways of doing this with their training here. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell. It doesn't matter if you don't know how to create a website, you don't know how to write, you don't know how to find affiliate companies to work with. They literally cover exactly how to do all that stuff in their program. So let's go into their program and kind of look at how it's broken down. Once you become a member of the Authority site system, you will have access to the training that will look something like this. And it kind of lays out everything that you need in an easy to follow format. The lessons are basically something like this. You'll see a video here, and then you'll see text below it. So let me just kind of go through an example of this here. So here I am in one of the lessons. It's talking about what exactly is an Authority site, which I kind of discussed with you. You'll have a video here that you can watch. And the good thing about the video is you can control the speed. So if you could speed it up if they're talking too slow. Then they actually break down what they covered in the video in text lessons. So some people don't necessarily work well with watching videos. They're better at reading things. So I love this about this course, is that they'll actually break down whatever they covered in that video in a high level format with still enough details that you still get most of what was covered in that video. The great thing that I also like about this course is that, there's a lot being covered here. Okay, so if I expand this, you're gonna see this, three videos here, 5 videos here, 17 videos here. There's a lot covered here. So with the Authority site system here, they have a new site to do system where it's basically like a blueprint that tells you exactly what you need to be doing when you should be doing it here. Okay, they use a project management software, a free project management software called Trello, and you can see they literally lay out exactly what you should be doing. So there's no confusion. You can check off things as you're doing them. So I really think this is really good for newbies. This is something I really do like about the Authority site system here. That really does make things a lot easier. In addition to that, you have you're gonna have questions and you're gonna need help with certain things. So they give you a couple of different ways where you can get help. You could use their little live chat thing here where you could talk to someone here if they're available. You could also use their question system here. So if I ask a question here, you could just put in your name and your email and all that stuff, and you can upload a video screenshot, whatever your question is, and sometimes they will respond back with videos as well, because sometimes you need to see exactly what people are saying to kind of understand that. So that's really cool. And then you have their Facebook community here. Their Facebook community is a private community that's only available to people that are members of the Authority site system. And it works like any type of Facebook group that you've joined in the past or used. You just ask your question in here, and then the community will chime in and give you answers. I've used this as well to ask questions, and I find that it depends on the type of question that you ask. Okay, and this is where I'm going to kind of walk into some of my complaints here. So if your question seems to be really involved or a little more detailed, I find that the response here is a little slower than me actually going here and asking a question using this or the live chat feature. So that's something just to keep in mind. You know, I've heard some people complain that the support is non-responsive. I wouldn't say they're not non-responsive. They will respond to you, but it may not be as fast as you may want or need depending on the situation. And they don't have support 24/7. I've been members of other communities where there's always someone online that can actually respond to your questions, and that, you know, that might be the case here with the Facebook group as well. But that's just something that I noticed, that depending on the type of question, the response might take a little longer. The other issue that I've seen with this particular community is you're going to be guided step by step on how to create everything, which is awesome, right? These videos are awesome. The text below the videos are awesome. The support is awesome. But then what's happening is you're going to have to go to other websites and use other tools outside of the Authority Hacker site system here, okay? So you're going to have to navigate to somewhere else to build your website, to buy your domain and things like that. With other sites that I've used that offer this type of training, they may have all that stuff built in their community so that you don't have to bounce off to another site to kind of do that. So that's something that I think is kind of a disadvantage with this. Although again, the videos are well done and they keep the videos up to date. So it's not like you're gonna be totally lost. And if you do need help, you can get it. But that's something that I saw was kind of a disadvantage with this community, because I've been part of other communities where all that stuff is within their community. The other thing too about this is the price, okay? This is a very expensive course, but it's worth every dime in my opinion, based on the training that you have here. And I know that what they teach actually does work, because I basically have done most of the things they've done here, and I make passive income following their principles. And I've also learned different things that I didn't even know here. So for me, I think it's worth the money. But for some people, this might be out of their budget. So that's something that might be a disadvantage in terms of using this. The other thing too is, because some of the things require you using other websites, you're gonna have to spend additional money on those websites, and it's not covered. You know, the fee that you covered or paid here doesn't cover all your other expenses here. So that's something else that might turn certain people off, right? You might have enough money to maybe pay for the course, but then you're gonna probably have to spend a couple of more $100s to use some of the tools that they're suggesting to kind of build your website. So it's really a matter of what's in your budget. Like, can you afford this? If you can afford it and are willing to spend a couple of $100s after your initial fee to buy the system, then this is great for you, because I really think the training is top notch. There's certain elements of the training that I feel are better than other courses that I've taken, and I've really learned a lot here. So in terms of learning, it's really, really good. In terms of keeping you organized and not overwhelmed, it has a nice little system. So overall, I think it's really, really good because of that. But if you're on a tight budget and can't really afford to invest in yourself and a business up to, you know, a couple of $100s to maybe even $1,000, depending on what you do with this may not be right for you. So that's just my real take on it. I'm not going to sit there and sugarcoat it and lie to you, but you know, it's something that, you know, that you have to consider. That being said, you could always do their, you know, webinar. They have a free webinar that you can kind of go through their training and see high level overview of what they teach here in the system. I'll be sure to provide a link to that below this video so you can kind of get started with that. That's the other complaint that I have with this here, is that they don't necessarily have like a free option. Some of the other systems I've reviewed, they give you kind of like a taster option or a trial option that you can try. But that being said, you get a 30-day back money guarantee with this. So if you try this for 30 days and you realize, you know what, this is too much, I really can't afford this, you know, you can get your money back too. So that kind of, you know, alleviates the fact that they don't have like a free version of this. So hopefully this gives you a lot of insight on the Authority Hacker site system. It definitely works. I've applied the techniques that they discuss in their training, and I've made passive income doing what they've suggested here. And I'm even learning more things as I'm going through the training. So if you want to look at this and give it a shot, I'll have a link to a free webinar down below. Or if you're ready to buy, then, you know, I'll leave a link down below as well. But either way, now you have a full picture of the Authority Hacker. You know some of the complaints that people have with this system and their site, and now you just make the decision that's best for you. Hopefully you found this video helpful. If you do, leave a comment down below. Check out that free webinar link that I'll leave, or go ahead and just buy this if you think it's worth it.